Paper 2, question 18. Okay, this is a 5-marker question. It's a big marker, and we just need to take our time, split everything up, and show all our steps, step by step, see how we go in, and unravel this. So what I'll do is I'll just read through the question, start taking the clues down, and stepping it down step by step, how you could earn at least 1 or 2 marks from a 5-marker, if not all of them. Right, on Saturday, some adults and some children were in a theatre. The ratio of the number of adults to the number of children is 5:2. Now note the number ratio adults to children, so that's adult to children. So make sure you're clear. For every 5 adults, there are 2 children. That's what it's stating. Each person had a seat in the circle. So each person had a seat in the circle or had a seat in the store. So there's only 2 options. You could have a circle or a store, okay? 3/4 of the children had seats in the store. So 3/4 of the children had seats the stores. 117 had seats in the circle. So 117 has seats in the circle. So that will be 1/4 of the children. Okay, because it's 1/4 of the children left from 3/4. And 3/4, the amount of people in the stores would have been 3/4, so it's 3 times the amount of this. So just simply 3 times 117, and it is a calculator paper, so just simply 3 times 117 equals 351. So there were 351 children in the stores, and there were 117 in the circle. So we could work out the total amount of children just by adding those. So total children equals, again, 351, add 117, gives you 468. So you know the total amount of children is 468. Okay, you definitely get 1 or 2 marks for that, and probably 2 marks for this one. But that's where you go. You could have just multiplied 1/4 by 4 and also got 468. Right, there are exactly 260 seats in the theatre, so that's what the full house is. 2,600 seats, sorry, 2,600 seats in the theatre. On this Saturday, were there people on more than 60% of the seats? You must show your working out. Okay, were there more than 60%? Now, we know there are adults to children, and the ratio was 5:2, and we know this one is 468 children. How many adults will there be? Well, if we just look at the multiplier, 468, I've already got that in the calculator, divide it by 2. So the multiplying from there to there is 234, and that must be multiplied by, on the other side, 234. So 5 times 234, we get how many adults there are. Okay, so this goes in, the ratio stays the same, so whatever you times right hand side must times the left hand side by. So 234 multiplied by 5, you get 1,170. So you definitely get a mark for that, working out how many adults there were in the theatre. So now you can just say total people in the theatre. Okay, so total people in the theatre equals 1,170, add 468, and again it's a calculator, you could add it up step by step. I've already got 1,170, add the 468, you'll get 1,638. There's another mark there, so you got the total people in the theatre. Now you just need to see whether this was 60% or more of the total. So what was the occupancy of all the seats? Well, there are 1,638 that have attended the theatre. There are 2,600 seats available, So that's how many are sitting on the seats divided by the total amount of seats available and multiply that by 100. Okay, so I'm going to call this percentage of seats taken or occupied. So that will be, we just put that in the calculator, 1,638 divided by 2,600. Okay, you got that, multiplied that by 100 equals 63%. 63% of the seats are occupied. On Saturday, were there more than 60% of the seats? Were there more than 60% of the seats? Were people on more than 60% of the seats? You must show you up. Say yes, as shown above. There were more than 60% of the people on the seats. That's it, 5 marks. So you could just break it down, you get at least a mark there, get another mark here, get a mark here, show the formula, you got 1 mark and 1 mark for the statement showing it's correct.